Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It is me, Lasty here. Welcome today to a brand new episode of the FC25 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Episode number 39. We're getting quite close towards half a century, aren't we? That is absolutely wild. I hope you're all doing well today. Happy Wednesday to you. Hump day, some people call it. If you enjoy, do me a favour. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. Cheers. And of course, up the town. So let's get into today's episode, shall we? I'm in a good mood, so that bodes well for the episode. So this is our first owner team right here. Nearly like an insane rainbow squad with all the different card designs, but we've got a couple of icons, a couple of Total Rush players that are obviously the same card design in the squad. But, you know, not bad for 39 episodes into the series. So I'm going to focus on getting my final Rivals wins, because as we know, it's this time of the week. I obviously need to try and prioritise getting up to that 45 points so that when Thursday comes around, Rivals rewards can be opened, we can enjoy, and we can then feel a little bit bad once we eventually start getting rubbish rewards. Anyway, we score a little header from a corner there with Virgil van Dijk. And that is going to be almost like the theme of this episode. You're going to see plenty of that today. I don't know why it's just started to work for me, but oh my God, is Virgil van Dijk from corners absolutely dangerous. I scored so many goals. I know that's like I've just made the thumbnail for this episode, and I tried to do a nice sort of like graphic with Virgil everywhere and Aerial Plus things floating all over the thumbnail. That's what I tried for today, and it's because I score like, he's definitely my top scorer in today's episode. Even when he doesn't win the initial header, it sort of fell back to him, and you see that those little angel wings of Aerial Plus, and he rises high and ends up scoring. Like, I think I got multiple hat-tricks in this episode with him. I don't know why I couldn't make that work in Champs. Maybe the people I'm playing in Champs were a little bit better, especially when I got up to that stupidly high elo of, what was it? 8 and 2. As you can see there, even me, I did a sweaty kickoff glitch in that one. That's a bit weird. Honestly, that's probably the first time I've even tried that, and it actually worked way too well. But the ball went into out for a corner from the shot. Virgil then gets his hat trick, and my opponent then rage quits, and I'm like, yeah, I don't blame you. So once I realised this was really working for me, and that Aerial Plus is king in the box if you've got the big frame of Virgil van Dijk there. I'm sure it probably works with other players, but I don't know how many other like massive players there are with Aerial Plus right now. I actually know that Miroslav Klose is expensive, mainly because he's got Aerial Plus. I wonder if it's just like a little bit like last year where it turned into that meta. But Verge wins it at the back there with his lovely Aerial Plus. We go on the counter, and Marlon knocks a great ball through. Do you know what? I'm really enjoying Iwobi. It just seems like a fun, techie player. Really enjoying him. So, as you'll see in the clips, right, once I figured that this was really working for me today, and after a hideous display in Rivals the day before, I just wanted to get my wins and get out of there. I was starting to take shots left, right, and centre, because if they went in like that, brilliant. What a goal, by the way, from the class player that is Iwobi. And if they didn't go in, a lot of the time the goalkeepers would sort of parry it out for a corner, and that's when I could maybe get the old noggin on it with Virgil van Dijk. So I was up against a duo in this one. At least I thought I was. He had a guest to begin with. No, I'm pretty sure. Wait, no, this is only one player, isn't it? Is it? I'm only seeing one triangle above the head. I swear when I went into this game it said they had a guest. Can one guest leave or not? Either way, I end up drawing 4-all. Maybe the guest left just right before. But I got a 4-all draw against that guy. That was the first game of my Rivals session today that I didn't actually win. I was on a bit of a hot streak, which honestly I needed because it has been rough out there for a few days. My next opponent is well versed in beautiful looking purple cards. He also had the purple Van Dijk. I respect it. Considering you are only able to put golds in there, a lot of the purple cards that I'm coming up against are like Alexia Putellas, Jude Bellingham, Vinny Jr., Van Dijk, Saliba, you know, like those expensive gold cards that if people have packed, that's the one they're going to turn purple. And it's a really nice design, it really is, I have to say. Despite it being on just a normal gold card, like, it actually looks class. And imagine somewhere down the line, if we're able to put that on like players with dynamic images, that could look absolutely elite. So again, I think, was that a hat trick of headers there? I think it actually was. I can't believe that this is me playing like this. Headed corners, like headed goals from corners. People were telling me on my live stream the other day when we were playing the weekend league, I've got this monster from corners, and I win so many corners because I take a lot of power shots. I really need to figure out a corner technique. Well, I think we might have got there. But when I look back, the tougher games that I played, like this was a very difficult game, by the way. When I look at it, it's players that don't move their goalkeeper from the, you know, straight away from the corner that I'm actually able to win that header with Verge. If they move the goalkeeper really quickly out, then it sort of blocks the area that I've knocked the ball into. So at that point, I need another technique. I probably need to like grab hold of Van Dijk and then move him to like the back post or right towards the front post. That could be the play, couldn't it? I need to work on that. So I'll play some more Rivals games. I've obviously got my Champs qualies to do at some point as well. Look at that ball out wide from Putellas, by the way. This guy had purple Putellas. Into Saka, and I've got to deal with this better defensively. I mean, although the AI player there, DeMarco, just ran across me, and that's what dispossessed me. So maybe that's not on me. That's on poor AI decision system. I'm going to blame it on that anyway. But yeah, this guy definitely better than me, I have to say. I end up losing like 5-2, I think it was. Once the floodgates opened towards the end of this match, they stayed open. So GG, I take an L there. That might have been a promotion game for Division 2, which would have been amazing if we'd have got there and got our final win and stuff. But it wasn't to be. Anyway, the next opponent has a full gold team, which I'm not used to seeing. And I'm going to try and exploit that. Not that the gold players he had were bad, but yeah, I mean, we end up getting through here with Doniel Marlon, just trying to wiggle my way through so that defense steps up a line. I've noticed that every now and again they do that. Even my defense do that. I think it's because we're all playing on like high defensive line, counter attack, that sort of thing. We get like this auto offside trap, which sometimes is brilliant. Sometimes it actually hinders you terribly though. But as you can see, I ended up getting my victory and getting up to 46 out of the 45 points that I needed. So I am done for the week. I think I got one draw there and then 15 wins. So, and probably about 80 losses. Well, that might be an over-exaggeration by about 10. It was a pretty rough week, I'll be honest. Division 3 is kicking my butt big time. So the rest of the episode is going to be pack related, SBC related, objective pack related. So I'll do this team of the week player pack because I've started to run out of informed players, and some of the SBCs that have been coming out, like some of the player SBCs, are genuinely intriguing to me. They're ones that I kind of want to complete if I get hold of the fodder. So like that Crystal Dunn, I know how good she'll be, and it makes me want to get Crystal Dunn and Alex Morgan complete, maybe Swanson as well, but that's a lot of SBCs that I don't quite have the cards in my club to complete. Maybe I focus on that. Is Alex Morgan good? I actually don't struggle that much when I come up against her, so maybe she's not that great. I just love the card design, and the fact that she's got Finesse Plus is useful. I don't know. We've got Tim Howard as well. We've got a little bit of like an American link there. I'm going to have a little look in the SBC section after this video. We might have to play around after we've got our Rivals rewards because, yeah, I think maybe something can happen there. So I did a bunch of these 80+ combo packs because that was about all that was there for me to do. The content has been dry over the last couple of days, so apologies if it's Rivals gameplay related and just a couple of combo packs in my episodes, but I found it difficult with a lack of like good evolutions and really cool like SBCs that are, you know, like I need like a gamble SBC. I need to be able to do like a hero or an icon or that sort of thing. It has been a bit dry. Now, I'm not sure, but it feels like the evolutions are broken because we're just not getting them in the way that we were at the very start of the game. I think I saw something on Twitter that they might be broken. I don't want to speculate on that, but if they are, let's hope they get fixed soon, because I've got my Ipswich Town squad in a really good place where if any Evo comes out that they could fit into, they're going to turn into a bit of a monster. So I need those Evos to come out, not the one where we've got to put a squad foundations player into it. I did make my choice though, by the way. We've got 2 Evos for squad foundations. And you can actually double stack it and put the player in that you Evo once, twice. So I am going to, we'll get to it in just a moment, but I am going to put he's like Danish or Norwegian. He's a right back that plays in the Liga Portuguesa, Arsnes or Arsnes, something like that. I'm going to go ahead and pop him into the evolution twice, because it turns out he ends up getting some really quite nice stats. I just wonder if I might be able to stick that player on the bench or something like that, and it will help me get my squad battles games done in the meantime. So yeah, as you can see here, we can literally put this guy into the new foundation Evo both times, even once we completed this one. So I had some squad battles games to play with. I think I'll show you the squad in just a second. This right here, it has some MLS Total Rush, and it has some squad foundations players in there. Basically, there were a couple little objectives that I got completed that were like 4 games of squad battles long, and it ended up getting me like a couple of player picks and a bunch of packs to open for the end of this episode. So I thought that's what I would do, considering the 6 PM content last night was, again, a little bit dry. Here's hoping it gets better, please, ASAP. Now, Arsnes gets up to an 86, and I've completed 2 out of the 3 parts for him so far. I'm going to go off and play a bit more squad battles after this. But as you can see, we've earned ourselves a few decent little packs for doing the squad foundations or the MLS Total Rush stuff, and then we've also earned ourselves the squad foundations bonus, and we've probably worked our way towards a couple more packs for some of them players, the other squad foundations players. We'll get there though. The first player pick, I actually get a walkout. I end up getting myself an 86 Grimaldo, nice work, and then 2 already owned, 2 80 rated. That's as bad as that can get, really, isn't it? But it doesn't really matter, we move. We got the walkout from one of them, so that's good. And it was really just a case of we got like 5 or 6 packs here. Let's see if we can get anyone that would like go towards that Crystal Dunn, Alex Morgan pot if I wanted to, you know, build a fund up for them. And an Argentine, is that the Butcher? Yeah, looking at the height of that player, that is the Butcher. Do they call him Lucho, or is that what they call Luis Diaz? Lucho. Someone let me know. One of you will have more ball knowledge than me. We get Joe Gomez and Martinez in that one. I'm looking just to potentially see a little walkout, but all of this stuff is just added fodder for the club, so it doesn't really matter if we get anything crazy or not. Let me know if you've done any of the recent objectives. Don't forget that Rush weekly points will have updated or refreshed, should I say, last night. So if you are one of those people that likes to get those 70,000 points each week on top of the other objectives that are there, you can go ahead and redo all of that now. Get yourself some extra packs, whether or not you want to save it up for the end of the week, where will we get a new promo? I hope so. Yeah, I guess we'll get a new promo this Friday. This is the second week of Rush, unless there was unless it's a 3-week promo. Highly doubt that though. I reckon we'll move into something different. Could be like Halloween themed, just because we're coming towards that time of year. But I have no idea, and we don't like leaks, so we'll stop talking about it. And the final pack there is an 82 triple. Can we get a walkout? No, we can't. So as much as that was a bit of a waste of time in terms of those packs weren't great, hey, we got 1 walkout from the player pick, and we worked our way towards Arsnes getting his Evo upgrade. So it wasn't for nothing, but nothing's going to exactly change this squad right here. Now, I love Frankie de Jong, but I'm thinking to myself, Bellingham? Valverde? I've heard such good things, and I watch my mate play his games quite often on Discord. He just screen shares them, and Valverde seems like a beast. Now, we can't currently afford him. I need about another 100,000 coins. But would that work? Can he fit in DM? Maybe, I assume, mate. It might just be centre mid. But I'm sure we could adjust the formation for it. Yeah, I wonder, is there someone that can replace Frankie there? Does there need to be? He is genuinely brilliant. Who would you upgrade if you could upgrade anyone in this team and you had 417,000 coins to work with? Because that is basically my question to you, and that is what I have at my disposal at the moment. My friends, we've come towards the end of the episode. Do me a tiny little favour, hit that thumbs up button. That'd be brilliant. Subscribe as well if you're new to my channel. Cheers, and don't forget that all my social links are down below. I am going to go out and have a nice walk. It's a nice dark night time here, so I'm going to go out, stick my headphones on and go for a lovely, lovely walk, I think. Take it easy, ladies and gentlemen. I will catch you again tomorrow with the next episode of the RTG. Peace.